Hey, I'm Candace, your host, and if you're ready to grow your business and build your authority by getting booked on podcasts, I've got something special for you. I'm launching a brand new course that will walk you through exactly how to get booked on podcasts. Everything from identifying the right shows to pitching, preparing for interviews, and leveraging your guest appearances for growth. Plus, if you sign up for the waitlist now, you'll get early access to the course and these special bonuses. When you officially enroll in the course, you'll save $50 and get a free one-on-one strategy call with me to help you prep your speaking points and align your offers. These bonuses are limited and end on April 13th, so make sure to sign up today. Head to the link in the show notes to join and get started on your podcast guesting journey. I can't wait to help you get booked and start sharing your message with the world. Now let's dive into today's episode. Let's talk about the flow from episode to show notes to the links in the show notes to delivering a product or service. How can we take a listener from point A to point B and really start to find and work with those very aligned people that want to be moved along in what you offer? They're at your show listening to an episode for a reason, so let's deliver and serve them with the next steps. I like to really sort of backwards plan. What resources do you already have that you can utilize? What offers do you already have? Or if you don't have anything yet, you can start by thinking, what questions am I always asked about? And then you can create something, whether it's a Google Doc that's shareable, or you utilize Canva and create a PDF of some sort, or even record a quick video and put it on YouTube using their private links where only people with the link can see it. Starting with that product or service in mind, you can think about what would someone need to know, or what can I expand on, or what can I teach about, what can I walk through a potential client that's going to use this resource through, and create an episode about that. So for example, I have one about starting up a podcast, the setup, the technical pieces, and how you can utilize that PDF. It's free to go from basically zero to completely all the technical back-end pieces are set up for you, and you have that first episode published and out into the podcast world. So I might make an episode, and I have done this, where I'm talking through all those steps. I'm really diving into all those pieces and then mentioning that, hey, in the show notes, you can go download this. In the show notes, you could take this a step further and go grab a full video where I'm showing you every click and every button that you're going to come up while you're doing this process, and you can head there and go get that and download that. So then in your show notes, you're going to have these things noted. You're going to have these links in there. Sometimes this part gets confusing because it can be kind of a technical piece that you have to learn new things for, especially if you're a solopreneur, someone without a huge team. And even if you are an entrepreneur that's well into the game, you have to know what system or what program is going to help you get these things delivered. You don't want to be doing this manually. Things that I have used are Flowdesk, StanStore, Squarespace. These are all platforms and they do have a cost, but these are platforms where you can set up an offer and create an automatic purchase and delivery of either your schedule or that digital product. So let's talk about different things that you might put in as a call to action in your show notes. It might be to sign up for your email list, to book a call with you, downloading a free PDF or offer. Some next level type things might be a membership that you offer, a paid offer, subscriptions. And like I said, those programs like StanStore, Flowdesk, Squarespace, you can use to help deliver those things. Calendly is a good one where you can have a calendar and you can schedule calls by linking that calendar and setting your hours up ahead of time. That way they put their email in and they download your link or they buy a call with you and they get that schedule. StanStore has it automatically in there with calendars in there as well. So that is something that you definitely want to look into and find the tools that you need, whether it is a calendar where people can easily book with you. You want to make the user's experience and your client's experience very easy and smooth. The more clicks they have to take, the more chance you're going to have to lose them along the way. So really get clear on what is that link going to be in the show notes and what's it going to take them to. Is it a spot where they can just quick enter their email and get that free product? Is it a calendar where they're going to purchase, enter payment information, and also book that time with you? What is that going to look like? Like I said, to create PDFs and things, I've used Google Docs, Canva. You want to think about what are they going to use it for? Are you intending it so that they are going to be writing on it like a workbook and that they should be printing it? Because then you want to think about it being mostly white or easily printable. I love a good Google Doc where you can just set it that they can print and view it, but they can't type on it, so that they can, download those things, but save a little bit on a full colored PDF that they might try to print as well, because not everybody is going to be keen on that. The other tip I have for that is to take your Canva, if you do use Canva, PDF or whatnot, and upload it to your Google Drive, and then use that as a shareable link as well. Because then if you update this, you can always go back into Google Drive and then update the version, and you don't have to get a completely new link. And the people that already have it are going to always then have that updated version. It kind of is a little bit of a time saver. So it's really nothing fancy about this. You just want to make sure that you are giving this some thought. When I do have my podcast going and I'm creating an episode, how am I leading someone into that next step and highlighting those pieces, those resources? Because otherwise your podcast is really just going to be a fun hobby instead of being that tool in your business that can drive people to become new clients and to serve them with the offers and things that you have. If people don't know about them, they can't sign up for them. So if you want to work on your specific flow and the things and tools that you can use, and you want to pick my brain on that of my 8+ years of experience using all these different platforms and things, go ahead and book a call with me. That's in the show notes. You can book an hour with me, and you can schedule that as early as this week. And not every episode needs to have a brand new product. Most likely you can take one of your services, one of your products, one of your digital products, and create multiple episodes about it. Bring a different perspective and highlight different pieces of it and utilize that to make multiple pieces of content. And just because you've said something once doesn't mean you can't say it again and again in a different way, expanding on it with a different perspective and just in a new way, because people need to hear what you're saying and your messaging over and over and over. If you don't know where to start and you don't have a product, you don't have a service yet, but you have a podcast going or you want to get it going, start with directing people to get on your email list. There are free platforms like MailChimp and other things like that. I currently use Flowdesk for my email list, but there's lots of other options. And you can just start directing people to your email list, start building that group, that community, and another space where you can be talking to and serving your potential clients. It might seem like a lot of work in the beginning, but once these things are set up, once you're comfortable with these things, it really, really goes a long way in automating parts of your business and taking things off of your plate while moving the needle forward in your business, while serving people, while taking on new clients. So it comes down to just being very intentional and thinking through what you have as free resources, offers, and what topics you're going to speak to on your podcast, on your show, that can lead people into these things so that you can have that flow of an episode, heading people to the show notes and having links where people then are downloading free resources and such like that. Hopefully this helps. Let me know. Hit me up on social media at Candace Dudley on Instagram and Threads and tell me what you thought of this episode. Thanks for tuning in. If you're ready for podcast mentoring, whether it's setup, editing, planning, or guesting, you can book a one-on-one call with me through the link in the show notes. I hope you feel seen, inspired, and like your dreams and goals are completely valid, because they are. See you next Tuesday.